I went back in time from like the first one all the way up to like the ones we have now, right? Like 200 some. I don't know how long it took me, but forever. And it's
so what did you take away from it?
Just
like in that kind of a binge, what was like coming with zero context?
Yeah.
What was like the
biggest things, I think?
The greatest human ever?
That, one of them.
Yes.
I have no idols myself. Like, you were
Yes.
the one that I would say is like the closest because you were doing exactly what I want to do. And I have like
That's
a
awesome.
mini agency,
Love it.
not even close to anything of what you're doing. And so...
and you know what's so crazy about that? Even the way you hedge it, it means nothing, right?
Right.
Like, I'm always fascinated by what, like, I appreciate the humility and like, it's so interesting that we do that as humans. Like, even context shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep going.
So, I almost lost like the train of thought. So,
That's right, I already lost it once today.
One of the biggest takeaways that you mentioned, and this is not even a question, I just want to say thank you, is the net thing of like all the small things that you lose, but in the big picture, like 99% of the things don't matter. Like you recently posted on Instagram, and so that was when
I swear on the New York Jets, which I've never lied on in my entire life, I genuinely only care about the health of my family. It's so crazy, you couldn't even wrap your head around it. Do you know how many copies of a book of how VaynerMedia went from 100 million to going out of business I could sell? All of them. Like, it's a no-lose game for me. It's not scary.
In one of the recent daily V's, you mentioned it was like the hockey stick curve. Like the last 6 months of what it was like 500K like subscribers, like Facebook.
Oh, Facebook.
So yeah, I know if your team or you like analyze like the metrics and the analytics of just seeing. I know your content's just insane lately. I mean,
Yeah, but
so much
it's the
everywhere.
5 or 6 videos that go ballistic that change the outcome.
And then like this, new
The
people.
fucking
just,
intern video went insano.
yeah.
I mean, it's so crazy. It actually 2 new demos for me in some level. You can tell Danny if he wants to hang, he can. The urban market because of Breakfast Club, right?
Yeah,
Hip hop, African American, Latino, just hip hop heads, like sneaker heads, like Breakfast Club went viral. Those clips with Shah the God, right, viral.
Those were
So a
fire,
lot
yeah.
more urban, and the intern video, and much younger. That's it. 2 huge new demos that a video that got 20, 30 million reach on Facebook created. Facebook's television, guys.
Yeah.
You're one video away from changing your life. People just don't believe it.
That's a good point.
And people are also not willing to make a video every day, always, constantly. And most importantly, and this is just straight up, most people aren't capable of producing content every day that's interesting, good, thoughtful, entertaining, fascinating, pretty. Like, it's hard. I think I said today, or did I say today? I think on social, like, talent. But I made a bit. What? D-Rock, help me. How did I do that? Talent is. There's a the interview.
Yeah.
Talent.
Until you get older.
Guys, talent. Talent's real. It's a real thing.
Which platform has your most responsive audience? You have yes or no question. Who responds the most and fastest?
I think the attention is deepest on Snapchat. I really do. By like percentage, Facebook. You know what's so funny? Back to the analytics. Like, I'm in the branding business, and all of you guys are in the sales business. And once you understand what I mean by that, that's where the whole thing unlocks. Everybody's into the sales. What I mean by that is, everybody's trying to look at the tactics. I'm in the religion. The reason I don't know is because I'm playing forever and I'm building a brand.
Yep.
It just doesn't matter.
You talked about that at I.
By the way, I'll give you
Yeah.
If that was the way the game was played, everybody's looking at the metrics. If this was math, it would have been figured out a long time ago. You need to let that go.
Right.
Math gets you rich. You can figure out a conversion, a landing page optimization, a moment in time. Math doesn't get you what I want.
So when we coach, we talk about you got to have perspective to see kind of what the athlete's doing. They have their vision, coach's eye. You have to have attention. If you can't get them to pay attention to you, you're screwed.
Yeah.
And the next thing is direction. You have perspective, talent. You have the ability to see things that probably a lot of us miss. We get that. You definitely have our attention though. You have now we're looking at you saying, well, we want to mirror it. We might not be able to keep it at the same pace.
A
but
version
we're
of it for
moving.
myself.
Yeah.
I push that hard. I wanna make sure everybody gets their version of
Yeah.
it around what they want. I hate when kids are like, I wanna buy the Cavaliers now. I'm like, did you do before?
They're missing the point though. Those
That's-
people
they're
miss
missing
the
the
point. Yeah, the people that say, okay.
That's right.
Yeah, so we have, you have our attention, and that's probably the event too.
Yes.
What's the direction though? What's the next move? Because you're pushing it
From
through.
me
yeah,
or through you guys to you?
through us.
Self-awareness.
Can't give that.
Nope.
Can't give that.
Yeah. I don't wanna give you anything else. You know what I mean? You have to understand, advice is a shit business. Because you lack context. Do you know how much context to give you real advice I would need in this setting? Is your dad sick? Did your mom leave your dad? Do you have a sibling that's fucking crushing it and always did? Do you have, like, there's so much context I actually need to give the direction that I would feel good about, that I'd rather, in a world where everybody's selling tactics and advice and direction, I'm going to be an ungodly force of nature against leveling up the thinking at every moment. And then through my actions, hoping that you guys pick up on them and replicate that.
And then answering the other question, the actual tangible one for your business. What's the direction now? If you push us to buy a book, we're gonna buy a book.
Yes.
You got our attention.
Yes.
You say, hey, buy this product.
Yes.
Small business, Vandermedia,
I don't
we'll
want,
buy it
I
right
don't
now.
want, I don't want you guys.
Yeah. Because we're
Not yet.
broke compared to the.
There's so-
Because
you
there's
know what's-
value.
Dude, think about this, and you know this, there's more money in it for me to go after you than the other.
The volume, volume's there.
Are you kidding?
But you haven't done it. You do it once every 2 years on a book for $12.
Right? I just don't need it right now. And I say right now, I mean, I've contemplated, I want to create a VaynerMedia SaaS product that's $5,000 a month that helps you. I just don't have it yet. And I can't take your $60,000 if I don't have it. But if I have it, I'll give it to you, because you'll win. So Vayner Talent that you might have saw in the last episode, that's gonna be a huge department. Everybody wants to be me. There's people in here that actually would pay $25,000 for me to do it. They feel like they can make the math work, to have their D-Rock and my machine. Here's the punchline, it will work. So that's cool. So I feel good about, that'll be the first time I enter into slightly that territory. Truth is, I'm gonna hold it off, because I still don't wanna go there. I'll do it with, Tyra Banks, but if I can get there, I would. I only sell what I'm proud of.
When you were,
I'm a huge fan, of course, but
Thank you.
an older lady, single, 3 kids, that whole thing.
Yes.
But I think I've always been a fighter. Like, I may not have been like born an entrepreneur,
Of
but
course.
I will fight. But what I recently invested in is working for like an affiliate marketing company.
Okay.
And when you just transitioned into that, trying to teach people how to do it, I know there's been a lot of stuff in the media about you're not liking like MLM businesses.
Yep.
Do you-
Eric Worre didn't like that.
No, he didn't. And it's funny because I saw him at a conference.
Yep.
But anyway, so I wanted to bring it up for other people that do work in like the network marketing business. There are other affiliate programs that are similar to what you're saying that I'm involved in like right
The
now.
only difference is like 1 step or 2 steps or 3 steps, right? Like Uber has a refer a friend and make 10, but that's a 1-step transaction. When you start getting, the only thing I have a problem with is not only the economics of the mentality of, I'm just gonna sign up people to do the work and I'm gonna sit back and cash in, stick with me for a second.
Okay.
You have to understand, stereotypes, stick with me or I'm going left field.
Okay.
Stereotypes have way more truths in them than we like to admit. Stereotypes have truths in them. And so you have to look at the 40,000 emails a year I get from network marketing and MLM to understand what I'm worried about. That's where I come from. And by the way, and you know this, and I went into those comments, who the fuck am I? You do you. I don't get to judge. But yes, I have that opinion. I just don't, I think that talent and that if you're one of the people that I do work in this and that, you can make a lot more money other ways.
I think it gives an opportunity for a lot of people that, like you said, are small business owners or,
Yeah.
people that didn't grow up in the marketing business.
I don't judge anybody. I really don't. I swear I don't.
I know you don't.
I
I'm
really-
sure you
I know
don't.
you-
I wouldn't be here.
Of
if
course, I
if
really
did,
don't. I
right.
really don't. I don't love it, but like, okay. I'd much rather you go on Amazon, search sales velocities, figure out market fits where there's product selling but there's no brand, go to Alibaba, make up a name on that toothpaste, and then sell it on Amazon. You'll make a lot more money, and it'll feel better. Because when Sally emails you and she's under the person underneath you under this, and she lost all her money, you have to have that conversation.
Some of those businesses aren't necessarily like you have to phone your friend or have, the little meetings at home.
Like?
So like the one I'm in now, it's with Misha Wilson. He's part of the Super Affiliate Network, but it's a coaching system.
Okay?
So it's literally coaching you how to use social media,
Okay.
how to gain traffic, how to, build your business on Facebook.
So why is it an MLM?
It's not necessarily an MLM, but
Well, how do you make your money? How do you make your
I
money?
get the money from selling the products or by, like you said, having someone join my team.
And if somebody joins your team, what happens with the economics?
Then I make more money.
Okay?
There it is.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm genuinely, like, so you're
But
spending.
it's sort of like building a team though.
How's the
as well.
product?
It's great. I could sell it to half the people in this room.
So what does it do?
It's like traffic strategies, it's blueprint, copywriting.
Have you seen what it compares against?
Yeah.
How much is it?
It depends on if you buy each product separately or
How
if you
much?
buy close to 3,000 if you bought the whole package.
Do you know they can get all that information for free on the internet?
Yeah, but it takes me time, so I'd rather have a self-built system.
Cool.
Cause it could take, I'm like kind of an old lady, I'm not super
I get
quick.
you.
And you know what? It goes
By the way,
back to
where are you
that-
spending your time and energy? Getting more people into your funnel to sell it, or to sell the actual product to people that it will help for that $3,000?
I'm promoting more myself as a content person, and, I mean.
And what has your
well,
content skills done in net results in your prior life?
it's
When
been-
have you made content that make a transaction actually happen?
I'm starting to now,
Like on what?
like on what am I selling?
Yes.
Basically the traffic products, copywriting, so it goes back to the same thing.
You stink. I believe that. You're selling people something that's supposed to drive a tangible result, and you're building yourself up in it to sell that to them, but you've never done content and landing page optimization to sell anything in your life. I don't think that that's good.
But what if I could eventually build that into something that I develop my own system and then coach other people? You still don't like it?
Why would anybody in this room believe you that buying that program for $3,000 a month is gonna make them sell this cup when you've never sold a cup in your life?
Okay.
By the way, I want you to know something. I do not judge. I really don't. Because I'm not a single mom with 3 kids. Like, the world is real. I have a lot of empathy. But I'm just telling you, I'm telling you what I believe. Like, I'm not gonna be sold on that.
I mean, to our defense, I don't wanna overstep or whatnot, but a doctor doesn't need to have cancer to help somebody with
I
cancer.
respect the shit out of that. By the way, I think that's the absolute right argument to that. I really do. And I just don't know if you know how that product compares for $3,000 a month or whatever it is.
Right.
Here's what I do know. You have not looked at the 40,000 other products online that are $1,000. Listen, I'm obsessed. But you have to understand, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with feeling unbelievable about what I sell. Why do you think I built the biggest wine business in America? Because I tasted those fucking wines. And I knew what the fuck I was doing. And I tasted them against thousands of other wines. So when you fucking came and tried to sell me your shit, and I tasted it, I was like, you want $8 for this? This is worth $40. Because I knew.
That's,
You can't make money, real money, New York Jets money, by selling something only one time to a lot of people.
That's a punchline.
How many copies of Crushed It, my next book, are you gonna buy? That's all I have to say. Got it? Like, that's the punchline of all this. But again, I do not judge, and I think, you know what's cool? I think, and I'm a big believer in this, because I want you to hear this, because it's the right thing to give you. I think short-term and long-term games are really interesting. Like, I believe that people should steal food if they have to. I believe that.
yeah.
You know, I really do.
I've been down that road.
I hear you, and I'm giving you this because I want you to have it. I actually genuinely believe that, which is why I don't judge. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But can't go away from my truth.
Well, that'd be like
You know why?
trying to
You
sell
know
you
why?
on.
Because that would be me judging, that would be me picking you over the other person. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
You know how many people spend their last $3,000 on that fucking program? I do, because I have 40 fucking thousand emails about it. And that hurts my feelings too. Just not into picking one person over other business. I'm in the.
If you were her,
being
what would you
historically
do?
correct. I don't know, that's what,
Yeah.
then, I mean, we could spend the whole, I could spend the rest of my life on this. I do that with my family and closest friends. Like, it's a hard game. I would say this, and this is why I've gone down this path. I'm obsessed with selling stuff. Like, stuff. This Amazon arbitrage is real. This eBay arbitrage is real. Like, I don't know how much money she needs, but I can tell you, it is scary, if she's willing to study eBay 3 hours a night for 3 months, that I think she can make $100,000 a year going to thrift stores and garage sales. That's cool. Easy, like easier than anybody would know.
Listen to
We did it last week on Snapchat with the garage.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
was
like
fun,
it's,
yeah.
and by the way, books on Amazon. There's that dude who's a fan of mine who claims he's making, right, 600,000. He's probably hit your radar maybe here and there. Like, I don't know, some guy, if you see him on YouTube, he's made like 600,000 selling books last year. He went all in. Just goes to every thrift store, takes his fucking phone out, scans every fucking book, sees the velocity, so it means they'll sell, because you don't want to get caught with inventory. Has a feel for how, if it will actually sell, and then he sees it sells for $23 on average, and it's $1 at the fucking Goodwill, and he buys it. And he did it at scale. Because if you work 18 hours, some people can't. Like, I get it,
Yeah.
which is why I don't judge. I walked to Kmart to buy shit for $4 with my mom. Like, I've got context. I know. And guess what? I don't even really know, because both my parents lost a parent before they were 15. Like, I've had it good for my humble beginnings. Who am I? I'm not judging anybody. But I'm not going to make it convenient for you either. That's what I believe.
Right.
Because I know who buys that shit. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And that fucking hurts me too. I'm just not gonna pick you over the other person. Just not. So, by the way, people can say anything they want and do anything they want, and they should, but that is my truth. And you're right, you don't need to be the player to be the coach. That's only one of the 40 things that sit on my head.
No, but I agree with you, yeah. I mean, you gotta 100% believe in what you sell.
But
And
I have the luxury to believe in what I sell. Like I said, I would steal food faster than you could blink if I had to, for my kids, if I had no money. And I would, I swear to God I would. Steal. I didn't say go in the garbage and take food, I would do that too. But steal too. Life is life.
On e-commerce,